Welcome to Field of Fork. I'm Abby J, and today we have a very, very special show. It's the holiday show, November. We are decorating for the holidays, and I've got Peggy Bussey here from the Ingles table. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yes, and you were here doing the fall arrangements, and I think you gave some great pointers to our audience on how to get ready for fall. But now today we're doing what?
We're going to do some Christmas. We're going to do some Christmas holiday stuff. What we're going to do today is we're going to do primarily just white and green and tie off a little bit of silver because it goes with everything. So if you have things that you're not sure of how you're going to do your holidays this year, you can always go with white. White just is an amazing color. It's elegant. Everybody enjoys it. And the reason that it pulls different color is because of different textures of the flowers and the greens. So we're going to get started. And first we're going to green. So I'm going to use some seeded eucalyptus. It's a bush, so it comes in a branch or tree. And it comes in a bush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start pulling some of this off so I can work with it. And when you're doing any kind of floral, you always want to make sure you give your stems a clean cut, because when you give them a clean cut, it makes them drink the water and keeps them fresh longer.
And you went ahead and put water in the
water. There's oasis in here. I went ahead and soaked the oasis because it takes normally 15-20 minutes to soak the oasis. So we went ahead and just did it to get ahead of the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a skirt right now. I'm just going to do some skirting, and that way it'll kind of give us a shape that we can follow when we get busy putting flowers in.
And while you're doing that, Peggy, I wanted to really showcase the Ingles Table magazine. The front cover is gorgeous. We just released this special holiday edition of the Ingles Table magazine. You can get this free copy located in the deli at your local Ingles. There's about, I don't know how many featured recipes. Make sure you get your free copy of this special edition. So you're getting this all ready. I think the white flowers are really beautiful. I love white. I think that pulls in any color. I think the color this year, the trend is blue.
It has been blue, different types of blue, different colors, a lot of aquas, teals. Another thing that's really been popular this year are whites, silvers, and blacks. They're tying them all in. A lot of people are doing buffalo plaid this year. It's become very trending. So you'll see a lot of buffalo plaid out there in the market.
But it is the season that you start thinking about decorating and getting ready for the holidays. And this year is going to be a lot different for a lot of families because they will not be together.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more families being just their single families instead of their extended families, just because of what's going on out there in the world today. But it's okay. You can have flowers no matter where you are. And you can have holidays no matter where you are. And with all the technology, you can Skype and be on the internet with your family, so you don't totally miss out with each other. It's just that one-on-one, face-to-face time. So I've kind of got it greened. I put some orbs in here, and I don't know if we'll use them or not, but I kind of have this idea in my head, and sometimes my head doesn't always work from my head to the table. So we're going to see what happens, and you might have a totally different look when we're done. So just be patient because we're going to get started. So I got a few different things in here. And this is an ornamental kale. And I chose this one just because it had a lot of white and green blowing into it. And it's unusual, and you don't see it all the time. It is getting more popular out there for the holidays, and people are starting to use it. But when you work with this stuff, you just need to shave the edges, because the more close to the meat of the stem, the more water you're going to get in to the head of the flower.
It's going to last longer,
it's
too.
It's going to last longer. You're going to get a lot more. Now, the only thing about kale is sometimes when you first get started, it's a little stiff to stick in the oasis form. So just be patient. If it doesn't work, just pull it out and put it in again. You don't want to do too much of that though, because the more you pull the stems out of your oasis, the more the oasis will break. So just kind of get an idea, see what you kind of think you're going to do. In the floral industry, there's really no wrong way. It's all an image from eye to table.
Okay, so that is a hydrangea, right?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
wow.
That's a white hydrangea. And the one thing I will tell you about hydrangeas is the word hydro kind of means drink a lot. So when I get these, what I do is, and you probably all have this in your kitchen, especially if you do any kind of canning or pickling, there's a spice out there called alum, and it makes your hydrangeas last longer and firmer. So when I cut my stems on my hydrangeas and I prep them in my water, I cut the stem, dip it in the alum, and then it'll go into the oasis and it'll make it just last longer.
I use alum to make my pickles crisp. It's to make, that's a pickling spice.
Exactly. It's funny. I learned about alum years ago when I started in this business long, long time ago. I was trying to work with hydrangeas. They weren't quite as popular back then, but they would always flop, and I would get really frustrated. So I kind of got to where I wouldn't use them, and because they would just wilt overnight. So if I was doing an event, I had to go back the next day and kind of readjust. And my mom, who seems to know everything, she said, "Why don't you try alum?" She goes, "That's what I do when I make pickles at home. I use alum, and it makes the pickles crisp, so I don't know why it wouldn't work for flowers." Everybody learned alum, I'm sure, a different way, but that's where I learned my trick with alum, was from my mom. So,
well, that's great. And this is looking really fantastic. You're going to continue to build this, and we're going to come back and show you the finished product shortly. So we'll be right back.
From all of us at Ingles, we just want to say thanks so much for your support. Because when you support us, you're supporting hundreds of local farms and businesses in the states we call home. You see, that's where we source as much of our food as possible. From our local dairies to grass-fed beef to organic produce to bakeries just around the corner. We really are one team and one community. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Welcome back to Field to Fork, and what a gorgeous centerpiece. Peggy, that is beautiful.
thank you. I want to explain to you guys what I put in here some, so you can see where the white just pops now with the green. I've got some bluish green in there. I have some Carolina cedar, and I have some eucalyptus. These little ones are Guinea eucalyptus, and then the ones at the bottom trailing are a seeded eucalyptus. We have some garden roses that are up here in the front. We have some white hydrangeas. We have some stalk, and we also have some mini spray roses. So it's amazing what it looks like in a bucket or in a pack when you're at the store. You just sometimes can't visualize it, but when you get it home and you start putting it in your container, whatever kind of container you're using, don't forget, there can't be a mistake, because you can start over with flowers. You can pull them in, you can push them back down, you can move them around. Never say you can't do it. I have people tell me all the time they can't do it, and I've made a lot of people floral designers. So you guys, I hope you enjoy it. Containers are from home. Pick up what you have at home. Don't be afraid to go in your yard. If you need greens, go out there and just pick stuff out of your yard.
Absolutely. It looks gorgeous. It looks amazing. And during the holidays, I like to slow down and enjoy them. And I've picked a few of my favorites, and I wanted to share farmhouse pound cakes with you. So Ellen Dahl, my friend, is working out of an 1832 farmhouse in Cornelia, Georgia, and she's amazing. She put her recipes into action. She's from Gwinnett County. She's been here a couple of years. She opened this beautiful farmhouse, and you know, during COVID, it's time to help these people that have really, you know, took a hit on their business. And I'm sure with her situation, she's just reopened. And what I wanted to showcase is that she's doing holiday baskets. This is some praline nuts. There's a lemon pound cake, a creamy, I think a creamy buttery vanilla. Yeah, help me here.
And an apple walnut and a pumpkin cranberry with strudel.
What I want to do is I want to share this beautiful cake. She makes 3 flavors, I think. This is a pumpkin spice with cranberries with a ginger snap crumbs for the topping. So why don't you help me here? And we're going to have a slice of cake because that's what the holidays are about. It's about spending time with friends and enjoying those moments that, you know, during our day-to-day rush, we never slow down. I don't. So this is a great way. Go by the farmhouse and see Ellen. You can pre-order these cakes. It comes in different flavors. I love this just makes a beautiful presentation. And what I want you to do is cut a slice of this beautiful cake and show the audience how beautiful this cake looks. It's just amazing. And she does a birthday cake this size. She does a chocolate cake, and she does a chocolate peppermint flavor. And I think it's just gorgeous. It's just enough. It's not a huge cake, but it's enough to invite a few friends over and have cake and some coffee. So why don't we do the honors?
Right.
Here we go. And we're going to have
Cake.
Cake. Cheers
To you.
to the holidays. Thank you so much, Ellen, for sharing this beautiful cake and your baskets. For ordering these cakes, you just need to go on Farmhouse Pound Cakes and give Ellen a call for the holidays pre-order. She's got a lot of different types of baskets that she can arrange for you. And if you need corporate gifts, call Ellen. Thank you so much, Ellen, for this delicious cake. And we'll be right back.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's a website that brings the best chefs and food experts right into your kitchen. You can sort through hundreds of recipes for every occasion, watch how-to videos, and print shopping lists to take to the store. It's all waiting for you at inglestable.com.
Until next time, I'll see you online.
Ingles. Low prices, love the savings.